Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Soul's Unboxing. If you'd like to know what video game gadgets we'll be unboxing next, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell button. This week we are unboxing and reviewing a peripheral that we missed before, but we happened to get our hands on at last, and this is what we are unboxing this week. PlayStation Portal Remote Player 30th Anniversary Limited Edition. This PlayStation Portal, along with the matching DualSense controller, DualSense Edge controller, and both digital and Pro versions of PlayStation 5 consoles, were first released on November 21, 2024 to coincide with the 30th anniversary of the first PlayStation release. I actually got myself the 30th anniversary version of the DualSense controller and received it on the launch day last year, but I missed the chance to get this one at that time, which made me kind of regret for my slow fingers. But I've heard much news about the original PlayStation Portal already, about the speed and stability, which made me hold back a bit to buy it in the first place, despite the convenience. After more than half a year, Sony has decided to re-release the whole lineup, so we don't have to pay extra money to those scalpers. Now let's have a look at the packaging. Compared to the regular version of PlayStation Portal, no matter if you're getting the white or black one, this one immediately gives us the moment from the box design, as it mimics very closely to the very first PlayStation release in North America. We'll talk about the actual peripheral when we've unboxed it, but as you can see, we have the tricolor PlayStation logo from PlayStation 1 era on all sides, which they're not using it anymore nowadays. On the sides, we have some additional information, maybe hard to see, it's too tall, including that it only connects with PlayStation 5 on a Wi-Fi network on this side, and the included contents on the other. On the back, we have a bit more details about the peripheral, including the speed of Wi-Fi network requirements. It says in here that a minimum of 5 Mbps is required and a recommended 15 Mbps or more for the best experience. More testing will come after the unboxing. And for this 30th anniversary edition, it costs 30 Canadian dollars more compared to regular PlayStation Portal. So if you're truly into the whole nostalgic thing, you may choose this one. Otherwise, the regular one should suffice. And if you live in Asia and you happen to find the 30th anniversary version of this PlayStation Portal, you'll find that the packaging design is a bit different. It's more like the picture is printed on a brown carton box in monochrome. This is actually a nod to the original PlayStation 1 box design when it was first released 30 years ago, and he has the matching design of the PlayStation Classic mini console box a few years back. Time to unbox the contents inside for a further look. Let's go! Alright, so we have everything unboxed in here, including the PS Portal, a USB cable, and an instruction manual. Even the box design for this one, oh my goodness, is very, like, you can see all the logos like with the 30 and the square, triangle, and oh my god, it's like everything is screaming for anniversary. Even for this one too. Oh guys, so nice. And that little tab in here. Sorry, I'm a little bit too excited. Anyways. And they even have a protective sheet in here that looks like the original PS startup screen. Anyways, let's have a look at the PS Portal itself first. We have an ultra-large Full HD LCD screen that measures about 8 inches diagonally and is capable of up to 60 frames per second at 1080p resolution. The screen also supports touchscreen function to simulate the touchpad of a DualSense controller. As we can see, the handles and controllers on both sides are in classic PlayStation 1 gray as opposed to the original white or jet black ones. Now here's something that sets this 30th anniversary edition apart from the standard PS Portal. We can see the colored PS logo on the left side instead of the all black one, which is the same function as when we power up the console with a controller or returning to home screen or other functions. The triangle, square, circle, and X buttons on the right also have the same color scheme as a PS1 controller, rather than the monochrome of a regular PS Portal. Other buttons are pretty much the same, like the share button, option button, mute button, as well as the shoulder buttons and the 2 analog thumbsticks. And features like haptic feedback and adaptive triggers in the DualSense controller are also present in this one, so you can simply picture this one as a screen attached to it. The difference between this peripheral and a Nintendo Switch 1 or 2 is you can detach the controller parts from the screen like Joy-Con, and it can't operate as a standalone unit where you can install and play games without a Wi-Fi network, at least for the time being. Let's see what Sony will do in the future to make it more mobile. Now let me charge this new toy up and do some setup, and we'll come back for more in-depth testing. See you in a jiffy. Okay, so this PlayStation Portal is fully charged, and I finished the updating, set up the wireless network, and signed into my PSN account. So let's do some further testing. Let's first talk about distance first, as the whole setup is based on a wireless network instead of a LAN connection. I'm now sitting where I'm about 14 feet from the router, and the PlayStation 5 console in my bedroom is also about 40 feet from it, so the router is literally sitting at the center of two devices. I have my doors opened, and the major obstacle is the wall between my bedroom and the router. Before we begin the actual gameplay, let's test out the network speed with both the speed test app on my iPad and the PlayStation 5 console. And by the way, the weather I recorded this video was a bit cloudy, with temperature around 21 degrees Celsius and 70% humidity. And trust me, weather conditions play a big role for optimum network connection. So, I got a download speed of about 495 Mbps and upload speed of 212 Mbps on the speed test app. And for my PlayStation 5, download speed is about 91 Mbps and upload speed is 49. These are rough estimates and truly depends on how many devices you have connected in your home, but you can already see some major speed differences. Hopefully, it's not going to impact the gaming experience. Let's put a couple games to test. We'll try out Gran Turismo 7 and Street Fighter 6. That way, we can test both the graphics as well as how fluid the games will go. First, we'll test GT7 since it's in my console already. This one, I struggled the most when I used the PS Remote Play app on both iPhone and iPad to play before. So let's try it out. We'll just do a time trial with my Murcielago and Laguna Seca. So I can already feel the haptic feedback on the triggers when I'm pressing on the gas and the brake buttons, and with the vibration too. So the graphics so far look pretty much as we can see on the TV screen. Tiny stuttering, but it's still pretty smooth. You can even hear the vibration motors vibrating on both controllers. Now when the graphics are changing a little bit faster, you may feel and see that they may not be able to catch up so quickly. But so far, it's not too bad. So next thing, we're going to try out Street Fighter 6. Fighting games are all about reflexes without stuttering, and let's see how it goes. I'm just going on the training for now. So far you can see it's pretty fluid. Not much of a lag, even for input and also for the graphics. I'm not too used to use analog sticks for fighting games, so I have to switch back to the D-pad, which still works just fine. And you can see the animation is pretty smooth too. So far, they work pretty good, even like with the speed, the download speed of less than 100 Mbps, it doesn't affect too much then. So I've done another test after trying these two games, which was sitting right next to the console to play with the Portal. But the result was much worse, and the graphics were mostly pixelated and the response of the buttons were delayed on screen, which further proves that we should be playing it closer to the network router to have better Wi-Fi strength rather than the console unless the whole setup is next to each other. Lesson learned. So that's it for this episode of Cells Unboxing. If you enjoyed this unboxing and review video, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and share with others who love exciting gadgets. We may have other interesting devices and peripherals to unbox with you in the future, so stay tuned. Now I may have to get a screen protector to prevent scratches and start playing with this so I won't be disturbing my wife when she's sleeping. See you all next time. Happy gaming.